According to Ripple's CEO and CTO, XRP needs to reach $10,000, so you guys ought to go crazy. They even provided clarification on this topic in a tweet and an audio clip. But before we do that, we need to talk about some really fascinating news that has come to light recently. The Ripple central bank meets with central banks and buys gold. The best illustration of a digital currency that uses the XRP ledger is the Republic of Palau. Ripple is surpassing the SEC as U.S. banks fail and on-demand liquidity soars outside of the U.S. All of this is, of course, in relation to the price of XRP. With Bitcoin falling 2% over the previous day, the market crash brought down the whole cryptocurrency ecosystem. XRP has started to increase and is getting ready to make a comeback. It's also important to keep in mind that XRP's price has fluctuated a lot due to technical issues, hitting the thousands of dollars. This audio clip claims that the true price of XRP is in the hundreds of dollars. It's also important to remember that Arthur Burchuk, a co-founder of Ripple, said the company has chosen to have multiple conversations with more than a dozen countries on the development of digital currencies for central banks on the XRP ledger. Furthermore, Ripple's CTO, David Schwartz, has confirmed numerous times and in numerous tweets that XRP is worth $10,000. We'll look into this audio recording, which you'll hear for the first time, where Schwartz asserts that XRP might become the world's reserve currency and eventually surpass the US dollar. But let's start with today's huge XRP prize before we talk about it. Because of our collaboration with metalcrypto.com, every one of you will receive a $10,000 personalized XRP gold medal. You should hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this movie if you think it looks amazing. You will also receive a Ripple XRP Gold Award, 1,000 XRP. Get a free voucher redeemable for $10 off any item on Metal Crypto by using the code FREE10. For example, if you want to buy XRP socks, a hoodie, a cap, or any other cryptocurrency-themed clothing, you may use the code FREE10 to get $10 off. If you want to buy a personalized Ripple XRP gold coin for less than $14 USD, you can also use the coupon FREE10. Everyone should read this lesson. In my opinion, it's quite good. Nevertheless, I have several of these. Check out metalcrypto.com. The URL is in the description. Now let's see the movie. The show today has a lot to talk about. Even though there is a lot going on in the cryptocurrency space right now, XRP is now the most popular product. Only a few hours ago, it was at 0.437, and it is now up to roughly 45 cents. It's ridiculous that the value of that kind of digital currency has gone up by more than 2 cents in the past few hours. Since David Schwartz offers a comprehensive defense of the $10,000 price prediction, we also need to talk about him. This is what he said. The smallest buying fee at the time is 10 drops. Even in the event that the price of XRP rose 1, 0, or 0 times, the minimum transaction fee would still be 10 cents. With just one vote, the fee might be rejected. He goes on to say that 2 kinds of protocol changes might happen if even a millionth of an XRP is too much for a transaction fee. You can use a certain number of transaction points to make purchases following a single payment. The only part of the tweet that was made public that mentions a $10,000 price per XRP is this one. That's not all, though I wish I could tell you the rest. In a widely shared tweet from 2017, David Schwartz stated that XRP could not be dirt cheap. I don't get what he's talking about. If XRP only cost $1, they would be referring to a million of them, which would equal $1 million. A single XRP would be needed, which would cost an extra $1 million. But the cost of paying the higher price would be lower. If Bitcoin was only worth $300, it would be too expensive to use and too disruptive to the economy. But now you can use Bitcoin to buy a $1 million house. Higher prices eventually translate into lower payments. That's not all, though. According to an audio recording of Ripple CTO David Schwartz that was leaked, digital assets like XRP might threaten the US dollar as the world's reserve currency. Now, only the Crypto Geek channel will play this recording. Let's see the movie. Do you think the current reserve currencies of the world could coexist? Yes, I believe so. It is possible. It seems likely that many countries no longer use the dollar as their main currency. A lot of places are also open to trying out fresh concepts. My wild card for the success of digital assets is the realization that the US dollar won't always be the reserve currency. I don't think that will happen very soon, but it may happen. There will be other uses for the money that is kept in reserve. I was frequently asked by bank personnel why they would use something that you guys were selling them when they could use something that the banks themselves developed. When we started selling software to banks, they had no idea that Deutsche Bank was one of only 10 organizations in the world. The people that would design a system that would be available to everyone on the earth are Swiss JP Morgan Chase and HSBC loans. The 6,000 smaller banks that are not part of the larger banks are their biggest and most dangerous rivals. Even though they hate those things the most, they wouldn't want to use the system they built and are maintaining, because it would offer their fiercest rivals an advantage. I think the same thing can happen with states. Every country wants its currency to be used as the world's reserve currency. People in the United States and other countries want the global currency to be used as the world's reserve currency. This has helped the U.S. economy grow rapidly over the last few decades. Apart from the U.S., maintaining its position, only the EU, Russia, and possibly Russia are capable of succeeding. Another one or two. Most countries are aware, meanwhile, that their currency will not serve as the world's reserve currency in the future. They might therefore favor an unmanageable currency over one that is dominated by their most formidable political adversaries. I think that is the best situation for digital assets to succeed. If these countries acknowledge that the US dollar will not be our currency for the foreseeable future, no one will try to replace it. At least no one wants the EU to take the place of the dollar. Russia is the only nation that wants the ruble to take the place of the dollar. China is the only nation that wants the yuan to take the place of the dollar. As a result, they could be able to agree on a currency that no one could control instead of one that was controlled by their biggest global enemy. If you're looking for one, that seems to be the most likely scenario. But how do you make money? Do you continue to take VS-CoA to support communism, or leave it? Do you respect the war against the dreamer, or tear up the photograph and kill it? In his book To Mexico, Stian Qiaoduda writes about his trade